It's Joe Brown with today's fact checker about why, just maybe, celebrities aren't the most reliable sources of news online. That's an understatement. Take a look.
I remember being on Facebook in 2009 when it was just this cute little website to play Farmville, send very public messages, and stalk girls who I liked but didn't have the confidence to talk to in person. Since then, it has devolved into a hellhole of conspiracy theories about everything, from COVID to Ukraine to Hillary Clinton running a paedophile ring out of a pizza shop in DC. But it's not just your weird aunt and uncle who believe this nonsense. Celebrities do too. Taking the skepticism of the COVID vaccine on its own, many celebrities have spoken out against it, including Sarah Palin, Letitia Wright, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, and Nicki Minaj. The latter of which famously said that her cousin's friend had to call off his engagement after his testicles were enlarged by the COVID vaccine, which is a lie that will never not be funny. But one celebrity who I followed who has fallen into the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories is Matt Letizia. For those who don't know, Matt Letizia is an English soccer player who has scored over 100 goals in the Premier League. He also used to be a pundit on Sky Sports until he was sacked for non-COVID conspiracy reasons, and also an ambassador for Southampton Football Club until he was sacked there also for non-COVID conspiracy reasons. Although the latter was for claiming that the Bucha massacre was staged. But anyway, Letizia recently decided to have an interview with The Times, an interview that just reeks of tinfoil hats. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to break down this interview for you. First of all, when discussing the hospitals in Italy at the start of the pandemic, which were overwhelmed with COVID patients, he said that some of those people there were actors. Okay, Matt, if the patients in Italy were gasping for air were actors, what about the patients in India? Were they actors too? What about the US or the UK or South Africa or almost every country in early 2020? The only explanation here is that there is a global conspiracy in which every government in the world is in cahoots with out-of-work actors, and not a single one of these actors has let it slip to anyone. Either that or it's just not true. You decide. He then went on to reel off from the playbook of COVID conspiracy theories. Ventilators causing harm to COVID patients, masks not helping, PCR tests being fraudulent, and so on. But then he finally said the line. The line that has almost become the catchphrase for the hashtag COVID is a hoax gang. If you think otherwise, you haven't really done your research. When people say they have done their own research, it usually means that they've listened to a podcast you haven't, or used the groundbreaking website www.google.com. Letizia, however, claims to have read scientific papers that have been suppressed. Wait. Hold on a second, Matt. Are you telling me that groundbreaking COVID studies that could have changed the course of modern history have been hidden from governments, leading scientists, doctors, and the entire world, and only shown to one man, somebody who played 8 times for England in the mid-1990s? Actually, now that I'm saying this out loud, it kind of sounds like it would be a script for a movie that I 100% would never watch. After this conversation, though, the talk got to his recent dismissal from his ambassadorial role from Southampton Football Club, a place where he is revered, called Le God, for implying that the Bucha massacre didn't happen. Instead of tracking back, Matthew decided to double down. He noted that it was strange that in 2022 there isn't more footage of the fighting, and, to be fair, look at how scarce the footage coming out of Ukraine is. There's absolutely nothing. Zero. Nada. Zilch. Nothing. He then went on to claim that some of the pictures and the videos from Mariupol were falsified. And to be fair to Matt, a lot of fake videos have been shown in the Russian-Ukrainian war, as I mentioned last week. But these are a relatively small portion of the videos that have been shared. Thousands of journalists have been to Mariupol, Bucha, Lviv, and so on, and have all independently documented and verified what has been happening on the ground in Ukraine, alongside the 12 million Ukrainians who have been displaced, which is, for lack of a better word, disrespectful to them. However, Matt Letizia knows more than doctors, so obviously he knows more than journalists too, right? But why am I spending so much time talking about a D-list British celebrity's interview? The thing is, this is not a lone wolf incident. Letizia has actually got quite a lot of praise from both celebrities and mere mortals for supposedly standing up for free speech and how he's questioning the government. He also has almost 600,000 followers on Twitter. And this language is nothing short of extremist. He is presenting fiction, as fact. And also, it's incredible how this is coming from someone like Matt Letitia, who spends his weekend wearing women's clothes and hitting ducklings with golf clubs. This might be true, or it might not be. You just have to do your own research to find it out.